Well, hi to you. Welcome to HBA. Today I want to just chat to you about our discussion forum because it's a 24/7 support aid, a major support aid for our learners. Now, the best way to explain how this thing works is to simply take you onto it. When somebody enrolls with HBA, they get a password and a username, which gives them access to the discussion forum. So, what you can see now, of course, is our website. On the top of the website, you'll see there's a page, a little link here rather, called Support Centre. We click on that, and you'll see down the right-hand side, it gives you the headings of the qualification groups which we provide. Now, simply because it's at the top of the page, I will click on the training and assessment one. Now, I've already put in my username and my password, and so it's just come straight to the forum. In your case, a new person will get a little window that comes up before this that simply says username and password. And like I say, you would have had an email from customer service that gives you that. Now you can see here that these are the headings of the various areas under TAE which are currently covered, even the old certificate which is no longer in use. But for the sake of this, we're going to click on the top one, which is TAE40122. Now, let's look at one of the most common questions we get is, how do I start? Where do I start? And this would typically come from people who are doing this course self-paced. So if I click on there, you can see the things that have come up under that particular heading. And we will simply click on the top one because it's the top one. And here we have a Brian, hello Brian, and he's saying that he doesn't know actually how to start. Now, we will now give him a response from one of our trainers. We can go to any one of these particular questions. Here's a technical question. I just began and I have to read the README first. When I start editing, it won't let me save. I've sent you an email, some further instructions on downloading and accessing the files, and that's come from Neil, our training manager. So you see, it's hard for me to imagine that there's any question you can't ask about TAE that isn't actually covered in our discussion forum. It's a real huge knowledge hub. Now, there's another way to gain knowledge. You might have an interest or wanting to know a bit more about, for example, learning programs or the presentations. So if you go to this little search engine, you can put learning programs or any phrase that you wish out of TAE, and up it will come all of the entries to do with that particular subject. Now, typically, if you have a choice, if you find there's something that you can't find a response to, and that's usually because your language and the language in there is something somewhat different. But you have a choice of actually being able to post your own questions. So you'll see back a step. You'll see back a step that we have a new post link. And that new post link is what we would put on there. Hey, could you please respond to this, or I don't understand, whatever it is. Now, what will happen? One of two things. If you put that on at night or over the weekend, you might find another learner that's a little more advanced in the program than you will respond to you. Hey, I did that last week and this is what I found. If it be a normal work day, then you'll find one of our trainers and assessors will respond to you. And also, where we have seen response given from one learner to another, we always check that to make sure that it's okay. So you see, here we have a 24/7 program which is set up to support you with TAE. And as I said a little earlier, I can't imagine any questions that you could ask that aren't already in these hundreds and hundreds of entries. We look forward to signing a qualification with your name on it. All the best.